Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Jones. To Barkley on the check down. So they give up the completion there. But defensively, Charles, you're going up against a quarterback here who's had some moments, but really a lot of ups and downs in the early part of his career. What's the plan against a guy like this?
Well, you want to rattle him first and foremost. Bring some people at him, a couple extra guys in the pocket, see if he can handle it. The second thing, you want to make him think. Show him one look, go to another, disguise a few things, make him throw into what you call your defensive traps, and try and make some good plays on the ball and get a few takeaways.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd and 12, Jones. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And some room to work. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big play there on the catch and run. Boy, Saquon Barkley, nothing short of electrifying with a football in his hands, and he showed off one of his biggest attributes on that one, and that is his speed. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Throwing, Jones. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Stafford. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Well, this defense for the Giants, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the defense has got it. Oh, a nightmare start offensively. This will be a touchdown. Once that ball was loose, the question was, would this be 2 or would it be 6? It's 6. The defense able to pounce on it.
And for the offense, the training didn't really kick in, did it? Once that ball comes loose, you've got to get on it, make sure that you recover it, or make sure you punch it out of the end zone. Anything but give it to the defense to score a touchdown.
On for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. The kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
This is taken at the 18. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Let's go, man. Big series right here. We got to step up.
On the option right, it's Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back to throw. Jones. And that'll be caught by Tony. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. They'll run for it with Barkley. Barkley, a 1st down and more. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter's telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Off the play fake, Jones. And this one is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Jones. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Kadarius Toney, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. Gano now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Raymond Calais now from his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Stafford now to throw. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off the fake to Akers, here's Stafford. Oh, a nice catch by Kupp.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
So a first catch for him in the ball game. And you know the scuttlebutt has been he's not getting enough touches, enough catches, not feeling involved enough in the offense. So maybe that can get him going.
You and I both know that there's not a wide receiver alive that ever feels like in any game he got enough touches, even if he got 15, right? We all know that. But there's also not an offensive coordinator alive, a play caller, that isn't smart enough to get the ball to them and often that will keep his position.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. And a good grab there by Cooper Kupp. Picks up a first down for the Rams. And Kupp's gone over the 90 reception mark each of the last 2 years. One of the best route runners, one of the most precise route runners in the NFL. He's really going to help his new quarterback, Matthew Stafford.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. There he goes, left side.
In your face!
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Gano for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. From the 6. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Throwing is Stafford. Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Off play action. Jones. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
45.
Here's Jones. Off the play fake. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Gano's kick is good. And the route is on. It's 24-0. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Stafford's throw pulled in by Hopkins. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. He'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, here's Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 32. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Gano now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he's got room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
66 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Blake Martinez, the Giants' leading tackler last year, in to make the stop there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Van Jefferson.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is down to 24. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. One of the best of the last decade or so, Bobby Wagner in to bring him down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
A 1st down carry for Barkley, pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll go to Barkley again. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit, because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
On 2nd down, Barkley. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Again, it's Barkley. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On 1st down, Barkley. And they move this all the way down to the 9. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they end their 4th quarter lead. Gano the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Akers has got the first down and then some. And all the way up to the 37-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A big play there for L.A.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
From the red zone now, Stafford. This is caught. Touchdown, Rams. Allen Robinson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is down to 24. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. They begin with a run by Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run it again with Barkley. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
The Giants on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the and now here is another interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. 105 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. Trying to lay one up deep. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Rams will take over here at their own 12-yard line. So they took their shot. It was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And 2 of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making. Both on display right there, and it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Julian Love, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
Well, there's with just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone, and you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out, and I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Extra point try good by Gano, and the lead will swell by one more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second. One last throw here for Stafford. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive